Hello my art viewers. So we are back with other tutorial. So this is an interesting tutorial and most helpful video because the skin texture is really complicated and it is mix of several layers and several shapes. In order to get that, you need to know the basic things and you need to apply layer on layer. So this is really a time taking process, but it is worth using this technique. Before, I used to not concentrate on skin, but from recent things I'm concentrating on skin because the skin is a major part which will give the realistic look. And after several experiments and after applying all the techniques, I found the best way to blend skin and give pores and acne and all everything, so molds and all. It is mix of several things, so you can't sustain and you can't give the same texture all over the body because the skin texture is different on face, it is different on neck, it is different on hands and so on. But here I'm just dealing with the natural skin texture where you can apply everywhere. If you see this video and if you observe things, you can find I'm applying a base layer, that is 2B grade graphite powder of artline pencils. So I applied artline pencils layer and then I'm using Steadtler brand pencil, so that is H pencil. So this is the way you need to hold pencil properly. So too close or too far will really hamper your process. So hold pencil properly and give this strokes all over the skin. So first thing, you need to apply the base layer of 2B or HB grade because our skin will be not so white, and you need to give the basic layer or base layer using graphite powder, or if you don't have graphite powder, make yourself, or if you don't want to apply graphite powder, do apply HB grade or start with F or HB or H. So start with the lower grades and then apply the higher grades on layer. So this is the way I'm using, and I'm holding pencil in this way and I'm giving shade all over the skin. So you can see how I'm holding. Don't apply more pressure because you need to apply many layers. So this you need to build layer on layer, not a single process, but it is a repetitive and continuous process. So if you're not happy with this application, you can turn the direction of paper. Here I'm shooting my video, so that's why I'm just turning the pencil. But if you are doing for yourself, you can directly rotate your paper and you can do. So that is easy technique because you can turn all over this 360 degrees and you can apply. That is most easiest process. And here I'm just complicating my things, but it is worth because I can't turn the paper because you people will be really unhappy when I rotate the things, and that is not correct way. So that's why I'm just turning my pencil. So please turn your paper and do make comfortable yourself and then apply. So there is no one thing to apply, but do comfort yourself and then apply. Okay, so in this way we are applying H grade pencil. So do you know meaning of H? H is hard grade pencil. So that is the thing, you can't blend it easily, so that will remain as layer of the skin. So this is an interesting topic and you people, most of people don't know it. So that's why we'll apply H grade below. So that is after the graphite powder we are applying H grade pencil, so that the skin texture will remaining until the last process, so it will look like skin. So this is a secret tip behind this video, and H grade is hard grade pencil. So do know the grades and do learn things and apply things. Don't apply as usual, but do learn things from videos or from Google or some other resources. So that is up to you, but in this way you need to learn. So the base layer, we are almost done with it, but here you need to just block the areas Blocking means you need to leave the highlighting region and then you need to apply all over. So you can see the neck bone I left without applying H grade because that neck bone should be visible at the end. So in the end you need to find the highlights. So below nose you can see the highlighting region, right? So in that way only we'll get the neck bone also. So yeah, she applied makeup, so that is a little bit shiny, so that's why we need to leave the region and we need to not leave alone, but we need to add few things and we need to make it realistic. So first, graphite powder you can apply all over because your skin will not be white, and this is second time I'm repeating, it will not be white. Okay, do apply and make little light gray, and in this way we are blending. So if you're seeing this brush and if you're seeing this video for the first time, this is my favorite makeup brush. So I'll not use for makeup, but this is very good for graphite blending. This is eye applicator brush. So in this set of eyeshadow brushes you'll get this brush. So you can purchase the eyeshadow brushes, and all brushes are really very good for graphite blending. So do purchase and use because this is really giving a smooth texture, which is really useful for all graphite artists as well as charcoal artists. So if you want the smooth texture you can directly purchase. Now we'll use HB grade of Steadtler brand, and I myself prefer Steadtler brand because these pencils are really soft and this will give the smooth texture. So if you experiment with different pencils you can directly know the difference between these pencils. So when you are doing the challenging work it should sustain for a long time and you should get the best results. So if you are trying the challenging work and if you are searching to sell the commission works and all, you need to use the correct brands and correct pencils which will give the accurate results. We are just observing things and we are leaving the areas which are really light. So this is the technique I also mentioned in my previous video. If you missed that video, if you don't know how to add highlights and if highlights are not clearly visible, take your reference picture in your phone and decrease the brightness of the picture and add little contrast, so +5 or +10 according to your picture, and at that time you will get the dark region, it will turn to more dark, whereas the light and highlighting region it will turn more light. In that way you can see the minimal things also. So what I'll do is this technique and I'll apply highlights. So if highlights are clearly visible there is no issue, but highlights are not visible and you are struggling a lot, don't struggle anymore. Do try this technique and you'll find the minimal highlighting region also. Trust me and try this. So this is really easy technique, I guess. Yes, right? So yeah, this minimal techniques will really enhance your things. Okay, so this technique I experimented myself and I found. So if you found this interesting and useful, do try it and do let me it is useful and I'll be really happy. Okay, so here you can see I'm adding in different way. Here this is known as cross hatching technique. So the closer the lines will be, the blending you'll get that smoother. So you need to get this smooth blending, and that means you need to add the close and close lines. So the closer the lines, the smooth the blending will look. So do with patience, and we are applying the cross hatching technique for the second layer. For the third layer I'll not apply cross hatching. Let's see what will apply. So do be careful because the lines will cover the attire of girl. So do be careful and be accurate. Okay, so in this way we are applying the close lines, and make sure your highlights are uncovered. So we need to add little bit graphite powder and graphite layer, but don't cover it completely because again you need to erase and again you need to add highlights. That is really headache process, and that eraser is only useful to give the minimal highlights. You can't give the large highlights with that eraser. I'm talking about kneaded eraser, okay? So you can erase the graphite powder of one layer, but it will become difficult. So don't make your process complicated, just act smart, okay? And to get the best results, we are using cotton. So cotton will give the smooth results. So for second layer for blending, we will use cotton. So if you don't have cotton, do use a cotton cloth or sponges or other cloths which are really smooth enough in order to give the smooth blending. So this is the way you need to give the patience and hard work into the skin texture in order to get the best results. So skin texture is not a simple and easy process according to me, because it is several things. It is several things of many lines, shapes and everything. So blending is also not using single tool and single thing. Now we are using cotton bud because we don't have enough space in order to move our fingers here. So we are using cotton bud and we are just blending it. So you can see how many things I'm using and how things are getting up, and you can see the smooth texture. So let me just zoom in and you can see the results. Now you people can see it clearly how it is coming up. And now we are using normal earbud. So this is available anywhere. So this will give really smooth blending. I prefer it. And now here the shadow. Hair shadow is falling on skin. That you need to illustrate, and we are using normal HB grade pencil, or if you already used HB grade, do it with 2B. There is no issue, but do control pressure and apply. So here the highlighting region. So I'm just adding little highlights here using kneaded eraser. So if you know this eraser, this is really useful for every artist. If you don't have this, just get it. You will get it for 30 or 40 or 50, if I'm not wrong. But this is most useful eraser for every artist. Okay, kneaded eraser. Now we'll use tombow mono zero eraser in order to give this really the tiny and little white highlights on her bones. So you can see how greatly it is looking. So this is only possible using tombow mono zero eraser, or if you don't have this mono zero eraser, you can use pencil eraser as substitute and you can do this. But your pencil eraser should have really sharp tip, or else you'll not get these great highlights. Make sure your tip is really sharp enough in order to get these little and tiny highlights. Dear my art viewers and my art family and my subscribers or my new viewers, if you are seeing this video for the first time and if you are seeing my channel for the first time, do support me and just subscribe to my channel, because you'll get all new videos. So I'll provide weekly 2 videos and weekly 1 short video, and that is really very good if you follow my channel regularly. So please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell icon, and please hit like and comment and share this video with your art family members and so on, because as a small YouTuber, this is just a request. I'm not ordering you people. If you really like my content, only then subscribe. So do watch my all videos and then decide to subscribe or not. So if you find the videos helpful, do subscribe and let me grow. So I hope you will give a positive response to this question, and thank you in advance. And in this way we are just darkening the darkest region. You can see I'm just leaving the highlighting region in the same way after applying the highlights. So everything will depend on your pencil. So you need to hold pencil correctly, because too far or too close will give the dark or light strokes. That's the reason you need to know where to hold, and you need to know, if I hold here, what will be the grade, and if I hold here, what will be the grade. So this all will depend on your practice, and practice and practice and practice. Know the difference between grades, tones and all. So if you are seeing here, we are applying the other technique of circles. So we are giving the closed circles here, because the circles combined together will form the complicated skin texture. That way is very good, and it will look very realistic. So the third layer is drawing closed circles as close as possible. Okay, once we are done with this process, we'll use 2B grade pencil and we'll give the closed circles in this way. Again, just a gentle reminder, the closer the circles will be, the smoother the skin will look. So do apply with patience and do apply as close as possible. Okay, so you can see how closely I'm applying, and I'll just speed up the process. So in this way the process went, and now we are using paper stump. So this is thin paper stump, or you can use tortillon if you don't have this. So this will give the smooth blending, and you can use both sides. We'll see magic using this. So this is graphite powder. This is how I'll extract graphite powder from basically artline pencils only, because you can get these 6 grades, and this is 2B grade graphite powder. Okay, so I'm just dipping this paper stump in graphite powder and I'm applying, because if you apply pencils, it will become very difficult in order to blend, because the more the graphite powder will be, you'll get the accurate and smooth blending. But when you apply the pencils, it is really difficult to blend in the minimal regions, because it will spread all over and you can't get the accurate results. Just I'll prefer graphite powder in little areas. You can see how good it is looking. So this will give the beautiful look and the smooth blending. So if you are really facing problem using pencil blending and all, just directly use different grades of graphite powder. I hope this is a wonderful tip of the day, and in this way you can get the wonderful and mesmerizing results, right? You can see the difference, how easily I'm doing the process. But be careful, because this paper stump will blend so good, you can't erase with eraser also. Okay, do be careful and do rotate up and down, because if you don't want the more graphite powder, do blend with other side. So here see how I'm blending, but yeah, it got slipped from my hands, but okay, just I picked and again I'm applying things. And in order to get this bone look realistic, you need to give the good grades and good shades near it. So you can see the dark, little light, so on. So this variation you need to show near this bone, so that it will mix properly and it will blend and it will show the accurate and mesmerizing results. So if you are not familiar with showing the different grades, do practice on paper. So take 10B, then 8B, then 6B, and so on for the first time. And next, use the 8B grade pencil and practice to control shades. Okay, this process will enhance you to give the better results in shading. Okay, so this is again a small tip, and if you don't know how to control pencil, this will be really a great deal and you can't get the smooth results and accurate results. Again, we are using our favorite earbud ear for blending. Why? Just say why. and it is just because this is minimal region and you can't use brush properly, because we are almost done with the process and we don't want to spread all over again, and just we are simplifying the process and giving the details using the earbud only. Here also you can use for two sides, and if you don't want to get the more graphite into the highlighting region, use the clean side, and if you want the dark region, use the dirty side, so that it will provide the good results. So don't mix the things. Be careful when you are dealing with highlighting region. Here I am using the really clean bud because these both are highlighting region, so be careful. And here you need to give little one layer of graphite powder. So up to me, this is fine now, and just will move to other process. Okay, here I wish to add other layer using 2B grade pencil of Steadtler brand. So here we are giving the normal cross hatching or crisscross lines or circular movements. So here I preferred crisscross or cross hatching lines because it is really easy, and if you want the accurate things you can also go for circular lines, but the closer the circle will be, the good the blending will look. So make sure you are giving the close circles. So in this way I'm holding pencil as far as possible and I'm giving the cross hatching lines. Again we'll use cotton bud and we'll blend it to get the smooth and accurate results. Here according to me the skin is looking really shiny and smooth. So if you think so, you can try this and you can also get this beautiful skin. So here the shadow of attire you need to give because it will look realistic. So make it dark as possible. You can use 6B, 8B, 10B according to your choice. Make it dark as possible. Okay. So in this way the dress will create shadow. If you do this, the look will be really good and it will look like uplifting. So here also we'll add little bit line, but don't add completely because the shadow will look realistic when you add only half, and do add where it is really required. Don't add completely and don't make things weird. Towards left we added only little bit, but towards right I'm adding completely. So do make the difference and do know how to add. Okay, near that give the blending so that it will lift and it will look realistic. So this attire also, if you want video on attire, so you can see the left side how attire is looking. So if you really want, see me, I'll do a video because I didn't completed the right side and I'm waiting for your response. If you really want, do comment below and let me know. I'll provide video of making attire also. So I'm leaving up to you. Before I complete this artwork, please let me know. Okay, so in this way we'll get the shading and all. So according to me, here the attire is really difficult process because this tiny texture in attire, you can see the folds and all, it took really long time. So if you spend more hours on it, you'll get the more realistic and more realism out of it. So it all depends on your patience again. And in this way here the tiny region I'm using again the blending stump. You can see blending stump will play a crucial role when it is really minimal region. Okay, now we'll use Tombow Mono Zero eraser and we'll give the little highlights all over the skin in this way. So you can see how gently I'm applying, how beautifully they are looking. So make this process as slow as possible and make sure your Tombow Mono eraser or pencil eraser is really sharp enough and it is really clean enough in order to get the pure highlights. So when you are giving highlights, if you don't apply the base layer as I applied, these highlights will be really white and that will not look really good. That's the reason I applied a grade and a graphite powder for the base layer in order to get the realistic look. So this is a hack and technique behind every artist. Know why and what to apply correctly, and to improve your artwork, those tricks are really helpful. So here and there, if the highlights are really big, you need to directly use kneaded eraser. When the highlights are really small and white, then you need to use tombow zero eraser. Or when you want to give the gray and like little light color, then you need to use pencil eraser. So I'll prefer using Kohinoor brand pencil eraser because I found it is very good. So here also the things you need to apply are, here we already blended, so the hair is almost messy. Here I want to apply the things. So in order to learn the process of hair, realistic hair, my previous tutorial will help you to grow more. So I gave 2 techniques of doing realistic hair. Do watch that video after this video. Okay, that video is really helpful in order to achieve this hair. So go and search for it and watch it properly, and do know the things where to apply and what to apply and how to apply and all. Okay, I gave the detailed tutorial on hair. And thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to tap the bell icon, because if you don't tap the bell icon, you will definitely miss a wonderful and beautiful video of several tricks and tips. Okay, so do tap the bell icon and stay tuned to my channel. And stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day ahead. And thanks for watching, and do try this technique and explore more. So this technique is not just a simple technique, it is combination of several things. So in this way you need to achieve the realistic skin, and this is the technique and this is the thing you need to do. So several tools are used in this video. I'll provide all tools in my description box, so you can directly go and see what all tools I used. So here the blending brush, so this is magic brush. It is most useful in blending things. So if you don't have it, you need to use the cotton bud. So everything I'll provide in this description box. You can go and you can see. And once again, thanks for watching, and do be careful and do be safe. Hope you'll get more insights from my videos, and thank you.